Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the Community Pod, and I am your host, Lester Class. Each and every episode is going to be filled with amazing stories from amazing people. You will hear the different journeys people went through, or are still going through, to be able to do what they love. From the failures to the successes and everything in between. This is a place to get to know the person behind their passion, because people only get to see the successes and not what it took to get there. If this is your first time tuning in, please subscribe and leave a review if you love the content. Now finally, I would love to welcome you to the Community Pod.
Let's get it.
All right, cool. What's going on, everyone? This is the Community Pod. I'm your host, Lester Class, and I got an amazing talent coming out of New Jersey. He could rap, he could sing, he could do it all. I got Thump in the building. What's going on, Thump?
Yes, sir. What's going on, my brother?
What's
Thank
going
you for
on?
having me up here, man. Let's get it.
I appreciate you even being here, for real.
For sure.
So what we're gonna get started with, I just wanna really get to know who you are as a person, because that's the whole point of this podcast. I want to get to know who the real Thump is, even before you gave yourself the name or where the name came from and everything. So what was it like growing up in Patterson?
So I say regular, man. It was cool, whatever. I was always around certain things, but I always made my own path. You feel me? Like I always kind of just stood my own way. And even though I grew up there, I didn't go to school there. So I went to school. Like my family always made sure they wanted the best for me. So I didn't go to school like where I lived.
Right.
Still went to good schools, good high school for the most part. Everything was still cool. And I was always playing sports growing up. It was either sports and then music was like just for fun. Like I just loved music. So that was just like I was in love with sports, but music was just like a hobby at that point. It wasn't even a thought of like really like being a thing.
Yeah.
So that's how that pretty much came about. I was just playing sports my whole life, and once hoop dreams wasn't a thing no more, it was kind of like I put the ball down, pick up the mic, and really take this music serious. And that came about like 2015. Like that's when it was just like everybody was been telling me like, yo, you should really take music serious. Like you really nice, even though you be playing around with it, like you really are nice with it. You should take it serious. And I'm always like, nah. And then, I just wanted to play sports. Baseball, basketball, football, whatever it was. I wanted it to be sports. Okay. And once that didn't work, I'm like, I bet. I'm going to go to music. And I did music. Yeah. And right away, it just kicked. It kicked right away. Like, I did my first song playing around. That one already, everybody in the town already was singing it 2 months later. It went viral where I was from or whatever. So that's how everything started for me.
All right, cool. And so you said you took it serious in 2015, right? Yeah. When was it the first time you actually was like, I actually could do this shit? Where like, I'm actually good at this shit? Like before them picking up the mic and everything.
I think I knew it before I even decided to take it serious. Okay. I already knew it because just how easy I could just hear a beat and I'm already on it. I'm already talking. You get me? Like how easy it would come to me. It was fluent. Like I didn't have to really try. So I already knew I could do it. Mm-hmm. It was just a matter of, do I want to do it? Like do I want to really take it serious? But I always knew I had it with the music. It was just, it was too easy, honestly. Yeah. Because, like, you feel me? I love it. Like, I feel like that's what I was bred. That's what I was made to do. It was really music.
And when you started music, was you rapping in the beginning? Because I know you can sing, bro. And I feel like when someone first looks at you, they're like, nah, this man don't know how to sing. But it's like, when I heard you singing on, like, your Instagram story or your post, you can actually sing. So what was it first? Was it rapping or singing?
Nah, it was rapping at first. Okay. I couldn't even hit a note at first, honestly. It was straight rapping. Like I couldn't sing for nothing. I even got cut. Like I tried out for the school for the choir, the chorus and all that, and the band and all that. Straight got denied. Middle school, same thing, got denied on all of that. Like I couldn't hit no type of note. I couldn't do none of that at first. And I think like just doing it so often, practicing, like I could say I taught myself kind of. Yeah, I wasn't born with a voice. Even now, I'm not like a crazy singer, but I could still hold the melody and hold the key. I could still get right. I could hold myself down if I have to.
Okay. And how important has music become in your life?
Oh, music at this point, bro, it's become my life. You feel me? Like, I see my studio family more than my own family. Like, that's the sacrifices that we all making though to get where we want to get. Yeah. And that's what it's really about. But music at this point, music is life. Like, that's it. That's plan. That's my A plan and B plan. Like, that's all it really is now.
So, like, I don't know if you've ever been asked this. Probably you have, but what would you do if music was never prevalent in your life?
where do you feel like you would be?
I can't even tell you that, bro. I probably wouldn't exist. The music ain't exist. Like, I don't know. Like,
And what's it called? Cause was college ever gonna be something in your life? Did you ever grow up and was like, I'm gonna go to college, or like it was just never the thing for you?
no, I tried it. I
Okay.
tried college. Yeah, I tried it. But just another typical story. Like, it wasn't for me. It really wasn't. But I actually did try. I tried it or whatever. But it just
Wasn't it?
Yeah,
Just
nah.
it wasn't there.
Yeah, and I knew at that time I knew I wanted to do music too. So I'm like, nah, like I ain't really got time for that right now. I wanted to really like get in tune with the music, be
Yeah.
outside, and really get to it. So I
And like,
definitely tried it, but it just wasn't
Okay.
for me.
and growing up, like, who did you look up to when it came to music? And like, who? Not that you copy and paste it, but like,
Nah,
who did
yeah,
you look
like-
up to and was
like
like, yo, I
inspirations
wanna.
and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I mean, early on was definitely probably like like Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Fab, like really like young age, and then obviously then going up a little more, then Drake had came out, and he was like when he came out, he made it cool to sing. You feel me? He
Mhm.
made it cool to like to be a guy singing and rapping. He made that whole wave cool. So that was also another inspiration because now it's like, oh, I bet he just opened up that door. So that was cool too. So like really like those four, like growing up had a big part of my inspiration on this whole
Yeah.
music thing.
Okay. And what's it called? Who would you say that like how do I say this? Who would you say you try to be like? Who do you compare yourself to when it comes to this music shit?
I don't really compare myself to nobody. I kind of just I studied several artists and I just kind of like, so I take the mindset of like Jay-Z, like his boss mentality. I take that mindset and I kind of mix it in with like the metaphors and swagger like Fab.
Yeah.
That's what I took from him. I kind of like that. And then talking to the women from Drake, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
And I kind of combine all those and become like this hybrid type of thing. Like
Yeah.
you got the Jay-Z mindset, the swag of Fab, like for me he's a swag genius, and then you got the women from Drake. You take that from there, so it's like kind of combine them all.
Yeah.
And really, I'm just myself at that. And then with me, obviously, so I'm just like, I don't really compare myself to any of them, but I just take little things that I study from them over the years, and I just try to put it into me.
Okay. And it's gonna be a little deep of a question, right? But where, what's it called? Damn, I had it. Damn, it was such a long question. Where? Nah, I'm gonna forget the whole question. What was it like transitioning from a life of living, like a regular kid in Patterson to doing what you're doing now?
It wasn't too much of a transition because of the fact that I always incorporated music into everything. So everything I did had something to do with music. Like it don't matter what it was. We was always singing, writing, like doing something, even making songs just off of the computer, off of the phones. Like it's just music just always was like, and at first I didn't notice that. Now like that I'm older and I look back, it's like, damn, like music really just was there from the beginning. I didn't even notice it at first because it was so common, like that it was a part of me. Like I didn't even know, but it's like, yo, you really think about every situation, everything that we was doing growing up, it has something to do with music.
Yeah.
No matter what it was, we was making a song, we was doing this, we was doing that. No matter what it was, like me and all my cousins, like the family sleepovers, all that, we was making everything had to do with music since young. Feel me?
Yeah.
And that's how it was. So it wasn't like it's not like it don't really feel like a new thing.
Yeah.
It just feel like what I'm supposed to be doing.
And so the question I was gonna ask before that I got all like fucked up with, I ain't gonna lie. With I've had a lot of guests come on, right? And they spoke about how like there's no love in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Right. Do you feel that way about New Jersey?
Yeah, for sure. Like to a certain extent, I feel like there's no love because nobody gives. It's like nobody wanna network and link up with each other. So it's hard to show love to somebody that you don't know.
Yeah.
Like that's just how I feel. But like me, for example, like a lot of people won't show love to me because they never met me or they don't really know who I am. But once they get the chance to really meet me and kick it with me and see how cool I am and how I just be chilling, then they start showing love. And it's like, oh, this whole time I thought you was some like cocky or like stuck up type of person. But now that I meet you, you really are cool. And then from there, they become a supporter. And then, I support them and then we just lock in. That's really what it's about in Jersey. Like, I feel like nobody really supports because it's like, oh, we don't mess with them. Like, we over here, they over there.
Yeah.
There's no beef, there's no nothing, but it's just like you doing you, I'm doing me. Those your people, these my people.
Yeah.
But if people took the time out to really meet and just like, connect, everybody will start supporting each other.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with Jersey. People too prideful.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot. There's too much pride going on here. And I'm guilty of that myself. But I'm working on it, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm definitely working on opening up and connecting with more people and all that.
So what was it like, right? I know that you said transitioning wasn't difficult, but how fast was that transition for you? Where it was like, I'm taking this shit serious. How fast after that did things start to change in your life?
Oh, it changed quick. Because I put a team, right when I said I'm taking this serious, I put a team together and we started really hitting the streets. Like, we was outside in these clubs every night. Different DJs, here you go, play this, play that. Then one of my songs was already moving at the time. Like, it was moving. So everybody's booking me to perform. So I'm doing like 3-4 shows in a week, whether it was backyard. That's when backyard parties was popping. So whether it was the backyard parties or the strip clubs or the regular club or, even Sweet 16s I done did. So I was performing like 3-4 times a week. We was just outside. It was very fast paced.
Okay. And you said that you were performing a lot. Do you still get like nervous after that first time, right? Is there any other feeling that you feel when you get up on that stage beforehand? Are you still nervous to get up there and like put yourself out there?
No, not really nervous. I would just say it's more like, I wouldn't say nervous and I don't want to say like disappointed, but it's just, if you're not on that certain level, you're not going to have a crazy packed place with 1,000 people recording you with the flashlight singing your song. So, it's kind of like, damn, like when you be up there and you see like, it ain't like how these guys, how the higher ups, how their shows be. It's just kind of like, damn, like I just can't wait to get to that level already. You feel me? That's like, because, that's the goal. That's what everybody wants as a performer. You don't want to stand there and just see a couple people tuned in, but then a couple people just on their phone or not even looking or whatever. Like, you want the whole place to be jumping. And then how good your song is, but it's just you don't have that exposure yet. So not everybody going to be riding the song just yet.
Yeah.
Because it's not the biggest thing out.
And what's that? Because you said that, like the end goal. You mentioned end goal. So what is your dream with this? When you go to sleep at night or when you wake up, what is the dream? What is your dream?
I just want to get to a point where I could take care of my people with this. Like, this is just like the starting point. Just the music is just, I want to get in the door with that. And this, then I want to make a lot of things happen as far as like investments. I want my music to touch a level where it's like, now I'm signing other artists and helping out. I'm giving back to my community. I'm giving back to where I'm from. I'm just putting everybody around me in a way better position where it's like, now we're not working for somebody, we're working for ourselves. And that's really the end goal for all of this, is just to be that big where it's like, we all lit. Everybody's up.
Yeah.
Like that.
And when you, during this process, right, of you becoming the artist that you have become, and I gotta say, you are very talented. I fuck with a lot of your music.
Thank you, bro.
For real. And I'm not just saying that because you're on the show. I want you to know that genuinely.
Appreciate it.
What's that? When this transition was happening, was there any obstacles that were in the way, whether that was within the music industry or was it shit that was going on with you mentally?
Definitely both. Like, it's hard, it's hard trying to be a upcoming artist. It's definitely hard. People gonna take advantage. It's cost a lot of money. It's definitely a money thing. And, it was definitely hard, especially when you don't really got nothing crazy. Like, I don't have crazy investors behind me, or I don't have I don't have the luxury like 90% of these artists coming up, where it's like all they got to worry about is being an artist. They got somebody paying for everything. Like, I don't have that. I'm really, shout out to those people. Like, God bless you. That's what's up. But I personally don't have that. So I'm out here. I'm not just an artist. I'm an artist. I'm a CEO. I'm an investor. I do everything like myself. Just me and a couple real ones. So it's like, I don't just got the weight of, okay, I got to go create a good song. It's like, no, I got to create a good song, but then I have to worry about having the money to market it, shoot the video, cover art, pay models, pay the production for the beat, pay the studio time. Like, I got to worry about all that too. Versus, another artist who's just coming up, all he got to worry about is, let me just go make this song.
Yeah.
My team gonna buy my outfit for the video. They gonna pay everything. So that's why, it's always been different with me.
Yeah.
Me and like your regular upcoming artists.
And you mentioned that like this is all on you, right? I know you got a support system. You got your man back here. Awesome to have people around you. But what is it like going from being a kid who's dependent to becoming an individual who is now independent?
Yeah, I mean it was hard, bro. Like I said, because I wasn't doing this at first, so I didn't have this much responsibility. Like I was like, damn, like these is like my bills now. This is like, this has to be done. In order for me to get where I want to be, these are all things that have to be done. If not, my music won't grow. I won't grow as an artist. So it's like, and then I have to do this while still living my regular life. You know what I'm saying? I'm a new father at that. I just had a baby, so now I'm getting used to that. So everything, the show still has to go on. So I got to do all this as an artist, but then I have to still worry about that, worry about other side businesses that I got going on, other stuff that I'm into. So it's like I gotta manage everything. And there's only 24 hours in a day, but somehow we making it happen for sure. Well, and it's a sacrifice, but I know what I signed up for. You know what I'm saying? I know where I'm headed, so it's cool for now. It'll just make everything feel better at the end.
Yeah. Well, first off, congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
What I really wanted to get into, because I feel like it ties everything together, where like you wake up every day and you love doing what you're doing, right? You love it. You got it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And what is that feeling like that if you don't wake up every day pursuing this, right? This creative passion of yours, to be an artist, to be, obviously the goal has to be one of the biggest artists in the world one day, where everybody in the world is listening to your shit. So what's that feeling of like, I don't want to say pressure on your shoulders of anybody else around you, but it's kind of like you're putting yourself with pressure on you, and it's like, is there ever a thought where I might not make it? Because I feel like sometimes you can't think like that.
Nah, it's pressure. It's definitely pressure. You feel me? It's pressure because I know that there's a lot of people around me they're content. You know what I'm saying? Like they're cool where they at right now. They living, but I want more for them and I want more for us. Like, so I know that in reality they don't depend on me, but to me I put it in my head that they do depend on me. Like, so that's why I gotta go extra hard, because it's not really for me. It's like I got people around me that I'm trying to, people who put me in position coming up that I gotta take care of, that I want to give back to and put in a better place in life. So it's like, it's definitely pressure every day. It is definitely pressure. And then on top of that, I know that there's over 1 million other people in the world that want the same thing as me. So it's like, if I'm chilling, he's working.
Yeah.
We don't got time for that. So it's like, and that's why every day we just got to get to it.
One thing I wanted to say is because you mentioned that there's a lot of pressure on your shoulders from other people around you too. Not because they're like, I want to live off you kind of thing, but it's kind of like they want you to make it. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I learned recently was that I just learned this recently. You can I would love your thought on it, but I was told that to stop worrying about the people around you until you figure out what's going on with yourself. Kind of where like, once I'm good and I can take care of somebody, now I got to worry about y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's definitely facts. Like in my case, I feel like the people around me, they want the best for me, because they want me to, they know that this is what I love and they want me to be straight. But then, it's reverse also. I want the best for them. And I feel like the best for them is me. Yeah. Like I'm the chosen one. Like I got to be the one to set this whole thing off. Like I'm the one that's going to get us to that next level. So it's like, as bad as they want this for me, they don't understand that I want this for them. Like I'm going this hard for y'all. Like it's not even, it is for me at the end of the day, but it's for y'all. It's really for y'all. Like I just want to make sure that we all good. And I feel like I'm the piece. Like I'm that winning lottery ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the one. I'm that lucky scratch off. It gotta be me. I feel like. So that's why I'm really going this hard.
Yeah. And your whole life, right? When you said, I don't even know, like what's your background? Like, what's your nationality, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm Dominican and Cuban.
Okay. So, coming from a Spanish family like myself, right, where, I don't know, well, let me first ask this. Was creativity embraced in your household at a young age?
To a certain extent. Like, it was, you could say that. You could say that. But it was more like I don't know, bro. I was just different. You know what I'm saying? Like I just always kind of stood to myself. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very to myself. Like, nobody even knew I really, as much as I love music and I made it a thing, nobody really knew that. Like, people, even in my family, like, I don't think they knew until a little bit later when I started, like, actually showing them stuff and started doing it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just always stood out, man.
The reason I ask is because I feel like in a lot of Spanish households, especially if your parents are immigrants, correct? Like, I'm not saying that, I'm just saying, you know,
Yeah.
the fact is that school is really enforced because they don't get that opportunity like that. So school's enforced, and like when that creativity comes in and you want to embrace it, sometimes it can get, the light can be dimmed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
they definitely they did. They wanted me to go to college. You know how it be or whatever. They wanted me to ask me, but I told them, and I did try, and then I told them like I ain't with it.
Yeah.
But they didn't. It wasn't like, oh my god. Like, it was just like, okay. Like, they trust me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told them like, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna go pursue this music stuff. I'm gonna do this or whatever. Like, I'm gonna handle all this, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And that's really how it was.
Okay. And all right, to transition to this question, right? You said that you agree with the other individuals where like there's not that much love in New Jersey, even though there's some showed that it's not. Well, you can answer this now, whether there's more love in New York than there is in New Jersey.
Yeah, there definitely is. Jersey's probably like the least. You know what I'm saying? But that's because people don't open doors like in Jersey. Like New York, all the dudes who they get lit, then they bring their young boys up, then their young boys get lit, then they bring their young boys up, and they just keep going like that, and they keep spreading the love. Like Jersey, like somebody get on and they just gone. And then they never like kind of pass the helping hand down to the next guy, and then, so he could pass it to the next guy. Like, you know, that's how like Atlanta's like that too. Like, somebody get on, then he passes his hand down to his mans. Boom, his mans get on. Then he passed it to the other little dude from out there. And then it just keep going like that.
Yeah.
Like Jersey, we don't really got that. It's more like every man for themselves out here. That's how we move in Jersey. And so, it's unfortunate, but that's just how we are. Like, that's just in our blood, honestly.
Okay. And so what is it that I feel like, you know what I mean? I've heard already a lot about you in the little time that we have, right? But what motivates you to wake up every morning and do what you do? What is that because, you know what I mean? Like, you could wake up tomorrow and be like, I don't really want to do this anymore, but you love it so much, right? So what is it that wakes you up to do it?
Kind of like what I said before, like knowing that I gotta take care of people, that I gotta put people, you know what I'm saying? And I don't just mean like take care of people, like I'm talking about like my parents, like, you know, people that's really like, that made me who I am today, like that. Like, I gotta put, like, I seen their struggle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I seen their struggle coming up. I seen how much they sacrificed for me and like my siblings. So it just make you be like, damn, like, nah, like I wanna make sure that you straight, forever. Like, I wanna make sure like you don't gotta ever like stress again. So that's really like what keeps the fire going, you feel me? Like, I remember seeing it, like, we was living in a garage at one point, you feel me? Like, we lived in a straight garage. People see my house now and think like it's always been like that, bro. It was never like that, bro. Like, we started in an attic and we went to a garage, you feel me? Like, we was in a garage, literally. Like, it was somebody's house right here and we lived in a garage. But that never was like, it was never like stressful or nothing. Like, it took me like years, bro, to realize that, because it's like, at first, as long as it's love, like, nothing else matters. You know what I'm saying? We still had food, obviously. We still had everything. So it was like, that didn't phase, like, that didn't really do nothing. But it was just weird. Like, it was a whole house, somebody's driveway, and a garage, and we lived in that garage. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then if you see my house now, it's like, oh shit, like, man, y'all went from that to that. And it's like, they did that. You feel me? They put in that work to get us from there to here. So it's like, oh, that's crazy. Like, so when you see something like that, it's like, how could I not wake up and want to do better? Like, how could I just wake up and just be content? Like, still seeing them working. Like, nah, I don't know. I need to go crazy so that I could just retire them and they could be chilling. And also people around me too who made sacrifices. Like, you know, other people around me that's been thugging this out with me since the start. That anytime it was something, they was always there. So it's just stuff like that. Like, I'm big on loyalty, so that's what it come down to. Like, I feel like that's me being loyal to my people, and I gotta really take care of them and put on.
And I like that you mentioned it, and you know what I mean, like, you were vulnerable and you were able to say what you just said. What it sounds like is that you appreciate your struggle. It's what built you.
Facts, for sure.
Yeah.
Appreciate all that, all the times, everything that, you know, was always struggle. I appreciate all of that. Like, that's what made us who we are today, and that's what is gonna keep us going.
Yeah. So, what? So I guess that already answers the question. What would you change if you could go back in time right now and change anything? Would you?
Nah, I wouldn't change anything, man. Cause I feel like, that's what makes you. Even like the mistakes,
Mm-hmm.
and some people be like, "Oh, I regret doing this." I don't regret doing nothing. Like that was part of the process. It
Yeah.
had to happen. That's the way it was written. So I wouldn't change nothing. Like I wouldn't really change nothing.
Okay. So I want to get into a little thing, right? What was it like doing the Fire in the Booth?
Fire in the Booth was cool.
It was cool.
That was like my first main, like real big platform.
Mm-hmm.
So that was definitely cool. That was a good experience. It was dope up there.
Were you nervous when you first got up there, or when you found out that you got the opportunity to do this?
I wasn't nervous. I was just like anxious. I would say,
Yeah.
like it wasn't like nervous. Like I wasn't like damn. Like it was just like I just wanted to be over with already. I
Yeah.
wanted to just go up there. I want to do my thing, get up out of there. Like I just want to get it in.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more like that type of feeling.
Yeah. So going a little bit back, right? When did you know you could sing, or like what was that like to be able to do? Because I gotta say your 31 mashups are fire as fuck, bro.
Nah, good
So
looking, bro.
doing that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you started out rapping, and
like
like
2015, I
Yeah.
started like 2014, 15. I started like experimenting with the whole like melodies and trying to get into the whole R&B and like poppy type stuff.
yeah.
But it was bad, bro. It was bad. It was bad. Bro.
What you mean?
It was bad. Like if I play some of them old songs, it's bad. And I was trying it, and I was just trying it. Then
Yeah.
by like 2016, it started sounding better because I
Yeah.
was really going to the stew every day. So I was studying like how to really. I was watching videos and everything, and I was learning that auto tune. Like I was learning how to hit that
Yeah.
auto tune because that's a whole separate art in itself. Like,
Yeah.
people be like, "Oh, you can't sing. That's auto tune." Not
Yeah.
knowing that that's not even how it works. You have to know how to sing on auto tune. Because the way I could sing something right now, like live, I might have to sing it different over a mic that has auto tune on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a whole different art itself. Like singing with auto tune is a whole separate art from just singing.
Yeah.
So I had to learn I mastered that auto tune. So by 2016, it was sounding better, and then by 2017, now we hitting them notes, and we really like. And then by 2018, it was up.
Okay.
It was like, I bet, give me a Bryson Tiller type beat. I'm about to go crazy.
Okay. All right.
And then from there, we just kept it going.
Yeah.
And now I'm out here making full blown Justin Bieber type songs. Like,
So what's the? I want to ask, what is your favorite part about all this, and what is your least favorite part?
my favorite part is just the process, bro. Like, just seeing everything, cause like I said, like everything is going up regardless. It's not going up as fast as other people, cause like I said, this is all about a budget and funds.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't got like 100. I don't got millions of dollars behind me. So
Yeah.
my thing is not going quick. Like I'm not going that fast. But what I do enjoy that everything is still going up, even though it's going up gradually. It's going up. So regardless, I'm gonna get there. It's just taking a little more time.
Yeah.
But it's cool because I'm doing it. I'm not. There's no handout. There's nobody doing it. It's like I said, it's me and a couple real ones. So, and I'm part of that. So whatever it costs, we paying that. We don't got no. It's just like, come on, let's get it. So that's the part I like. And the least part that I don't like is paying for it. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like that I have to pay for everything.
Yeah.
But it's part of the process. So
Okay.
Gotta
And
do it.
so the reason I asked that question is because you mentioned in the beginning that a lot of time is lost because you have to pursue this creative passion of yours. Because if you don't, you'll look back and be like, damn, why the hell did I not do this?
facts.
So is there ever a part of you that like feels like you're missing out on a part of life that you wish you didn't have to, but you have to do it right now?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that all the time. I be thinking like, damn, I could be doing this. I could be doing that. It's a lot. Like, there's a lot of times like vacations. My people going on vacations. I can't go with them because I got interviews coming up, podcasts, studio time. I got to shoot a video that week. Like, there's a lot of stuff like that. So I be missing on that. Or like, my boys might want to go out. They probably going to a club. Got some baddies over there. I can't even go because I got studio that night. So I'm like, nah, I'll catch up with y'all later. I'm going to go to the stew. Stuff like that. Might want to chill with a little vibe. I got to go to the stew. So my bad. Can't chill with you. Got to go to the studio, like stuff like that. Family parties sometimes, it'll be family events that the whole family linking up. But I got something with the music and, I got to do that. So that's just, you miss out on a lot of stuff. Sacrifice, though.
Yeah.
Part of the process.
So how you mentioned family, you mentioned the people around you, right? How important are those people around you? How important is that support system that you got around you to you?
Super important. Like I said, that's what I'm going for. Like that's what I'm fighting for.
Yeah.
It's really for them, it ain't even for me at this point. It's bigger than me.
Okay. And do you love where you're at right now? Like, are you I don't want to say content because you've been saying you're not content, but more like, do you love what you got going on?
I love what I got going on, and I'm grateful for it, but I'm not satisfied.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's part of the process.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. Like I said, everything's going up, so that's
Mhm.
all that matters. That everything is growing.
Yeah. And so a little bit of a thing, right? I know that you can do it all, right? You're good at rapping, you're good at singing, right? And you do fires in the booth, right? But what was with the fire at your performance?
That was a good night, man. That was definitely a good night. But I seen a lot of people and like a lot of blogs saying like I started a fire.
Mhm.
In reality, I didn't start the fire. I put it out. So it was like, they got those boxes that like shoot up the fireworks or whatever,
Yeah.
the big sparkling stuff. So they had one of those, and then the decoration in there, they had like fake palm trees or whatever. So that sparkle thing kind of like hit the palm tree,
Yeah.
causing that to go on fire. And then like the walls were like some type of cloth. So then that kind of spread to the wall. And it was like, we just going to sit here and watch the place burn down? Or somebody got to do something.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I just, it was that moment, bro. It was that moment right there. I knew it was like, this is my time to shine. It's my time right now. It's my time. I knew that it was like, yo, somebody got to do it.
Yeah.
Me, I felt like Denzel Washington in that moment, for real. Like, I'm like, somebody got to do it, bro. So, me, I just turned around. My man had just spent like $70 on water bottles. Let me get that. I need all of that. Grabbed everything. Threw it. Ice buckets, I'm throwing it. Red Bull. I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm throwing it. Everything that was there, I'm just throwing it. Because it was like, am I going to let this place burn? And my party going to end early? It was still early. Or I'm like, or am I going to handle this?
Yeah.
And I had to handle it. I buckled up and I said, let's go to work. And everybody's clapping it up after. Let's go. You did that. I'm like, yeah, I did that. What's up? I did that. Everybody, let's go. And it was a good night, man.
Yeah.
After that, though, we did that. The place smelled like hot toast a little bit, but after that, we got to it. It was up. We had a great night.
Yeah, just
We was
superhero
in there till
moment.
like 3, 4 in the morning, turning up.
That was your superhero moment. You had your moment.
Yeah,
And,
bro, that was my moment right there. I love that moment. I loved it.
So what? You mentioned the blogs, right? I seen a whole bunch on Instagram, right? And people throwing your name in the comment section, like, who is this guy?
The disrespect.
Yeah, it was mad disrespect.
But I feel it, though. I feel it because it's like, who is this guy? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But at the same time, like, right, what I wanted to get into was, is all publicity good publicity?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I feel like it. At least right now where I'm at.
Yeah.
I feel like when you get to a certain point, it's not.
Yeah.
But right now where I'm at, I need it all.
Yeah.
I need everything. I need it all. I need everything right now.
He gonna start the next fire over there.
Give it to me. Yeah, nah. Next time I'm pulling up. I already said we pulling up in a fire truck.
Yeah.
Pulling up to the next club in a fire truck.
So what was it? No. Top 5 artists, right? Top 5 artists that that not that you look up to, but you want to work with one day.
That I want to work with. It would be my top 5 artists,
Yeah.
which would be, it would be Jay-Z, Fab, Drake, Lil Wayne, and then I would say probably like Boyz II Men as a group, the 90s R&B group. Like them 5 right there. Like, if I can make a way to go back in time and work with them in their prime,
Yeah.
like, that would be a dream, you feel me? But
Okay. And I know that I read up on you a little bit. And I know that you worked with a few like big artists, right? And like, who was your favorite person that you worked with? Like, they're not, maybe you guys don't got a song with each other, or like somebody you just kicked it with and was like, yo, this is really a cool ass person.
I feel like everybody that I worked with is pretty much cool for the most part, except like YK Osiris.
Okay.
He's a goof. But yeah, I worked with Fetty Wap, I worked with Albie Al, I worked with Uncle Murda, and then I also worked with a couple other artists that I'm like, I've written songs for them or whatever,
Yeah.
but I can't really disclose
Yeah.
that. But Yeah, so everybody was pretty much cool. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like artist to artist. You really kick it with some. You really
Mhm.
kick it with them, and you know you see like everybody's cool, and then you build relationships outside of music with them.
Yeah.
Like that's how kind of it was with like Fetty and Albial. Like
Mhm.
you know I did a song with Albial. After that, we was in the club together that whole summer, every weekend. Me and him, my peoples, his peoples, and then he even threw a party in my house and everything. Like he threw his birthday at my house, crazy pool party, wild. That was a movie. But yeah, so everybody for the most part cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, except YK Osiris.
So exactly how he's like pictured online is exactly how he is in person.
Yeah, like he do too much. Like he just goof.
He don't owe you no money.
And he don't owe me no money or nothing, but I mean, you would think he would do something. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
I did a song with him or whatever. This was right before he was signed. I had Ubered him to the studio, bought him some food or whatever, you know, paid for him and his posse to get some weed, liquor, whatever they wanted. We did the song. He got signed like a couple weeks later. I ain't even like show love back. He said he was gonna post it, he was gonna do everything. He ain't do none of that. You know how that go though. That's part of the game, bro. That's what comes with this.
Yeah. And moments like those, do they demotivate you or they only motivate you even more?
Nah. I just always say like, I bet. When them tables turn, don't hit my phone, man.
And it looks like, I'm not gonna lie, his tables are turning. If I'm being honest, he hasn't dropped not one thing that's been good.
And mine going up. And, you know, one day he might be looking up at me, and then it's gonna be like, you get hit with one of those, you get hit with the, you get hit with that, and it's like, oh, for real, yeah, my boy, I remember, chill, for sure.
So what's it called? So you say that you're in the studio all the time. You're always doing shit. You always got things to do.
Yeah, it's always something
Yeah.
to do. Whether it's, you know, recording a song,
Yeah.
writing a song, working with producers on beats, shooting a video, photo shoots, interview, podcasts, anything. It's
Yeah.
always something to do with music. Word.
And so getting into that, how do you feel like you balance all of that?
I'm still trying to figure it out, bro. Like I don't even know. I just
Okay.
make it happen. Like I just make it happen, honestly.
Yeah.
But I still don't understand how I be doing it sometimes. I be thinking like, damn, how I be doing all this in one day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
But I do it. You feel me? I know that it
Yeah.
has to be done, and there ain't no excuse. So I just make it happen.
Yeah. And what I wanted to get into was like support from people you don't know, right? Because obviously you don't know that all the people that follow you on Instagram, you don't know all the people that listen to you on Spotify, Apple Music, or whatever they listen to you on.
Yeah.
So how important is that support to them? Like to you, if you were able to speak to them in like person or have all them, like, you know what I'm saying, all the people that support you in one room together, what would you tell them?
That I definitely appreciate them, you know, taking the time out to listen to me, especially because I have no cosigns. I'm not, you know, ain't nobody. So it's like, for you to find out about me and take the time out to listen to my music, like I definitely appreciate that. Just keep bumping it. There's a whole lot of more vibes coming out. Keep putting your friends on. Tell them to put their friends on. And we gonna go up. For sure.
Well, how important is for you, like, in your life, the word motivation? Like, because you got to be motivated to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what advice would you give? Or, like, first, what does that mean to you? What does that word motivation mean to you?
It just means, like, you know, you gotta find your purpose. There is no motivation without a purpose. So you gotta find why you, like, your why. Like, why are you doing this? And once you find that why, you keep it real close to you, and that's what you wake up with on your mind every day. And that's the motivation.
Yeah.
It's like you find your why. Like, well, like, why am I doing this? What's the reason? What's my purpose? Like, once you find your purpose in life and you know what your destiny is and why you was created to be here, because, you know, we all got a purpose. We not just born just to be, you know, just to work and walk. Like, we born for something.
Mm-hmm.
So once you find your purpose and your why, and then the motivation comes, and that's when you bring that dog out of you. You bring that dog out of you. You bring that dog out of you. I'm telling you, bro. You bring that real dog out. You find that motivation and you turn it up, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. Find your purpose and don't look back until, you know, that purpose is fulfilled.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do, man.
Okay.
That's what I do.
And what advice would you give to somebody trying to do what you're doing, or like even just in general, like trying to pursue something. The way that I put it all the time is like what we're doing, like, right? I want to do this. I want to do this forever, right? I want to interview people. I want to get to know people. I want their story to be heard, right? And what that journey was like to be able to pursue that passion, right? And what comes with this is no guarantees to what the future holds, right? All that comes with it is what we put through, what work we put in this. If we don't put no work in, nothing comes out of it. So, what advice would you give to somebody who's trying to get into something like this and what they should be prepared for?
I mean, I would say just really put your mind to it first. Really understand like your sacrifices that you got to make. So when you're really thinking about what you want to do, think about everything you can't do. So you know what I'm saying? Like you write everything down. Like you say like, okay, vacations whenever I want.
Mm-hmm.
You could X that right off. That ain't happening. Not when you working this hard. You know, family functions, cross that off. Date nights, cross that. You know how many relationships I done messed up, bro, over this music? Feel me? Like that didn't work out because of this music. Date nights, you X that off. Ain't really no too much time for that. And it's like, once you got to understand that to really understand what's about to come to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you got to do, man.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you my last question because we are coming to an end. It's more of the heavier question, right? So if you could look back at yourself right now, right, the young you, what would you tell him or what would you advise him about what his life is going to be like?
Sit back and enjoy the ride, little fella. It's like, nah. I mean, I would just say, like, I would have told him who not to trust a long time ago so that, you feel me? But then it's like, then I don't know if I would have told him that because he had to go through that, you know what I'm saying, to make him who he is so he could really lock in and now he can know how to move because he's been through that. So it's like I would just tell him, like, it gets better later on. Like, you know, that's what I tell myself now. Like, it's gonna get better later. Like, you know, everything that I'm going through now, like, you know, it's ups and downs like a roller coaster. But I do know that eventually it's gonna be great.
Okay.
That's
so
what it's about.
All right. So right now we're ending it off. Right before I go ahead and do my little caption and everything, the camera's yours. If you got anything going on or any advice you want to tell somebody on the camera, shout people out. This is your moment.
Hold My Cup tour every month, different club, whether it's Jersey, New York, Philly, Connecticut. We coming through. We bringing the vibes out. I got new music. I'm dropping music every month. I got a new song coming out this Monday, Close Friends. And every month I will be dropping a new song. Song with a video every month for the whole rest of the year. We going crazy. And just follow me everywhere. Thump, ITHUMP. On all the blogs. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, and just, you know, enjoy the show.
All right. And stop telling people he started the fire, bro.
I didn't start the fire. I put it out.
All right, man. So I'm going to end it off. I got iThump in the building. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching on any other audio platforms, please leave a review. It helps me out a lot. Other than that, if you're new here, welcome to the Community Pod, and we're out. Peace.